Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another Gravity Ice Dye t-shirt here. So of course I have pre-soaked my shirt in soda ash and it is completely dry. And now I'm going to load up this cup with ice before we fill it up with some color. So let's get into it. So here I have my ice and it is a little bit windy today, so please bear with me. So let's load it up. These are the colours I'm using today. I do love my Dharma colours, but of course I haven't really tried any other ones, but these ones just work so good, so I haven't felt the need to investigate anything else. Today I'm going to go for like a flame kind of colour, so it's going to start from a yellow, go into an orangey red, and then finish in a black. So let's load it up. Here is the time lapse. It took about 6 to 7 hours for this to completely run through as it wasn't really warm enough, so yeah. Here we have our 48-hour cured and washed and dried t-shirt, the final product. So for this one I was actually going for like a kind of flame pattern. So I ended up using 5 colours. You can't really see the yellow at all, it definitely disappeared. So I think in the future if I was going to do this I would actually dye the shirt yellow to begin with, so that kind of around this bottom area here, it's kind of this light pink colour that has kind of dyed from just the shirt having excess dye seeped into it when it was washing. I think if I dyed it yellow to begin with, that wouldn't go as pink and might be a bit more interesting. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. We definitely got some awesome like fire patterns and it does kind of look like it's burning and on fire. So I'm just going to turn it around to the back now. And as you can see, just around here, we got this awesome flame pattern. So I'm super happy with that. It actually looks like the shirt's on fire and that was what I was aiming for. I didn't get as many as I have previously gotten, and what I think the problem is here is that I'm currently in Australia and it's the start of spring here, so the weather is warm, as in if you're out in the sun it's quite warm, but it's actually not that warm yet. It's literally the start of spring. So in Japan, when I do one of these t-shirts, it technically takes about 3 hours for all of the ice to melt and completely go through the t-shirt. This shirt took about 6 hours, maybe even 7, just because it was not that warm. So I think when the dye goes kind of faster, you get a lot more of those flame patterns. When it slows down, it typically doesn't do them as much. So I think if you're going to kind of dye in cooler weather, I would recommend more of a wet t-shirt to a dry one. I found that in Japan, doing the wet or like damp, gently wrung out shirt, when I was doing that, it basically just went through too fast because it was midsummer over there. But I think, yeah, if it's colder weather, I would go more towards a wet shirt. And if it's warmer weather, I would go more towards a drier shirt just to slow down or speed up the process. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. The colors worked out well. The only thing is the yellow kind of like disappeared quite a bit. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the shirt. I'll just turn it around to the sleeves now. So this is just one of the sleeves here, and as you can see, we've got this nice orange to red to that beautiful kind of bloody red black kind of color. So I'm pretty happy with the gradient there. I literally just like did the colors one by one, let them melt through and do their own thing. Also quite like these like specks and stuff that happen, those little imperfections, always makes it look a bit more natural. And yeah, that way it really looks like a sunset or a fire or something like that. So that's pretty cool. This t-shirt, I did something a little bit differently. So I attached the neck of the shirt to the cup rather than the hem. So for every other shirt I've done so far, I've just attached it at the hem. I think I do prefer that method, but I'm not too sure. I think definitely the longer timing for this one kind of affected it a bit. So I would like to try it again with a shorter ice melt time, because yeah, I think that really kind of messed this one up. But one other thing I'd like to say is that I did a new order of dyes this week, and I actually decided to try out the Dharma brand soda ash and their dyes detergent. So yeah, what the kind of soda ash I was using before was just a Japanese one that I had bought for natural dyeing, and yeah, that one kind of seems to go really cloudy and white and kind of like a residue over the shirt, whereas the Dharma one just like went completely clear and it looks like water when you're soaking your shirts. So I think I do prefer the Dharma one. Also, the Dyer's detergent is really amazing. So I've just been using like my regular kind of laundry soap up until now. But yeah, the Dyer's detergent is super strong and just seem to like get all that excess color out really well while trying to keep the white bits as white as possible. Obviously with this one it's a bit difficult because I'm using reds and they are quite a strong dye. But yeah, I think just to keep the colors separated and kind of not merge onto each other while they are in the washing machine is always like another kind of challenge. So yeah, I think now that I've tried them out, I definitely won't be going back. I will just stick to their products because they just work so well. As always, thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!